What's going on, guys? Welcome to Clutch B-Ball. Hope you guys having an amazing day or night. And today I'm going to be talking about Deandre Ayton. Deandre Ayton, in my opinion, is the most underrated number one overall pick. It's absolutely crazy. It's probably because he was in the same draft as Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Jaren Jackson Jr. was in that draft. There were some good NBA players in that draft. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking back at the 2018 NBA draft, it was a very good draft. But at the time, Deandre Ayton was the clear-cut number one overall pick. Of course, coming out of Arizona, he was known as the next generational type of big man. He was really good in the pick and roll. He's a double-double machine. Definitely needed help on the defense side of the basketball, but he's gotten better, and he's been a key X factor for this Phoenix Suns team. I believe they are 3 games back of that 8th seed of the Memphis Grizzlies, and they might have the opportunity to grab that 8th seed, especially with Jaren Jackson Jr. going down. But I don't think guys like Dillon Brooks and Jonas Valanciunas really get the credit they deserve. Dillon Brooks is a good scorer. He's gotten better on the defense side of the basketball. He can create his own shot. He's a sneaky athlete. And then Jonas Valanciunas, his veteran presence, he's really brought into that basketball team. But because of guys like Luka and Trae Young being in that draft, Deandre Ayton's really never gotten the credit he really deserves. He's been a very good basketball player so far in his career when he's been on the floor. And the big reason I think Deandre Ayton doesn't really get the attention he deserves because he does play on a smaller market team like the Phoenix Suns, and they haven't really been a relevant franchise in a very long time since the Steve Nash and the Amari Stoudemire days. But I really do think Devin Booker and Deandre Ayton are going to be a good duo for the future. Deandre Ayton, of course, got caught, I believe, with the steroids. That's why he was suspended. But this season, he's averaged 18.8 points per game, 11.7 rebounds, and 1.9 assists as well. And it was really cool to see him during the bubble. Like, he stepped out to the perimeter, knocked down a couple threes. I believe it was in his bubble debut. But he's showing he can stretch the floor. We saw it at Arizona, even though the three-point line is shorter. If you didn't know, the second longest three-point line is, I believe, the EuroLeague three-point line. That's why a lot of people are really in love with EuroLeague prospects, because they may be more NBA ready because they play up against grown men, and the three-point line's longer, and you see different coverages and defenses, for sure, with like blitzes when it comes to double teams. And like you may see like a guy like Killian Hayes, like you see blitzes come at him when he's handling the basketball of double teams, and he's really put in that position with a lot of pressure on him to pass out of that when you may not see that in the NBA. But Deandre Ayton, anyway, I was getting off topic. Deandre Ayton has been a very efficient player. In his rookie year, he shot 58% from the field, 55% from the field so far for his NBA career this season. And he's shooting 33% from beyond the arc. He's not attempting a lot, but his shot is not ugly. He needs to honestly shoot more. I don't know if that's a confidence thing because he shoots 75% from the free throw line, which is very excellent in my opinion. His blocks went up from 0.9 to 1.6, and he's averaging nearly a steal. And I think his IQ has definitely gotten better from reading passing lanes, reading mismatches. His post moves in his arsenal are a lot better. But it's just crazy because he does not get a lot of media attention due to playing for the Phoenix Suns. And it's very hard to when there's a guy like Luka Doncic, Trae Young in that draft, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. There's some very good players in that draft. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Deandre Ayton could do with Devin Booker. Deandre Ayton could spread his game out more to the perimeter. I think he's going to be a very good player for a long time. Because talk about a player with an NBA-ready body. He's just a freak out there. If you watch him play, he's an absolute monster. And I know a lot of people were like, he doesn't have a high motor. His motor's been completely fine. Pick and roll machine. Talk about a guy that's a consistent double-double guy, and he's gotten better on defense. I'm really rooting for Deandre Ayton. Of course, very underrated due to Trae Young and Luka Doncic being in that draft class. And like, no one's talking about Deandre Ayton. If you turn on ESPN, no one's talking about Deandre Ayton. It's always Trae Young and Luka Doncic. Let me know down below your thoughts on Deandre Ayton. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, you.